Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different here and take a look at this product here. This was made by One of a Kind Custom Fabrication. I bought this off of eBay, and it's my very own Mighty Mill rock crusher. Yeah, I made my own, tested it out. It's good for around the house for little things here and there, but I wanted something for sampling out in the field, so I looked at what I got and got this one. And let's take a look what's in the box here. Alright, so comes with its own manual of operation. Nice. Oh, crush zone, keep hands out of feet tube. Good advice to have. Nice. That's pretty awesome. Comes with the full detailed colored instructions, so we'll definitely be using that. And let's take a look. Get all this paper out. It'll pack really well. Yes, little Eltsar. Go ahead, say hi. And little Eltsar is here with me, taking a look. And wow, there's a lot of parts to this. So let me just watch out that these things are wrapped up. So let me open this up, and then I'll speed this part up. Alright, so here we have everything. Gotta still unopen everything, but what was pretty cool. Oh, look at this. Pretty cool little item. Heavy duty. Nice sturdy material. Looks great. Kinda heavy, but it is portable enough. Also, you gotta take a look. Made in the USA. Fabrication companies out of Oregon. Again, they sell on eBay. And look, they even include some ore. So this is copper ore from Rosali, California. We got some gold ore with visible pyrite from Gold Eagle Mine, Nevada. Oh yeah, definitely. That's nice. We got some galena, high silver content from Colorado Mine. Nice. And then gold and silver ore from Lost Gold Mine near Tonopah, Nevada. That's pretty cool. That's nice to get a little extra ore to do a little bit of crushing with. And of course, everything is putting my item together. Now this piece right here, if it's the one I'm thinking of, should be a separate piece that I ordered. So I'll show you that in just a second once I get the tape off. Again, really well packed. Here we go. So I ordered these pieces separate. So essentially it's a tube that shoots out the material. So it kind of just like sits right here on the outside of the plate. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yes, these are the screens for it. So take a look. With the screens, you can go pretty fine and then like super fine material. So put that right there. You get the, let me take this plate out so you can see. So here's the plate. This essentially will kind of sit, screw it right there, and this just goes right on top here. So then when you're shooting, when you're getting everything just shoots out, so you don't have to keep opening it. And depending on what mesh size you want, you could even keep it just bigger size, but of course you probably want it to be a little finer, so go through the mesh and let it shoot down. And right here is a little hook. You put your 5-gallon or whatever, how many gallon bucket on here, hang it down, and it shoots right into the bucket. So I paid a little extra for this. Again, it's custom made for the Mighty Mill with the screen, so that should be really useful. So we got to test it all out. I think so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's going to be quite a bit of work to put it all together, and just opening it up is a lot of work. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here, put this all together, read the instructions, and make sure I do it all correctly, and then go test it out. So I got a couple things of rock ore. I think I'm gonna try out Brian's first, but look at these, real sturdy material, definitely one of a kind made. I know the seller, he only makes a few at a time, so he doesn't go crazy with them. He only takes, I'm not even sure how many orders exactly, but not many. For the most part, it's already put together. So on top here, there was, if I could find it now, a little stripping that I'm assuming you just put right around the edge here. That way it creates a better seal. Let me see where that is. You know, and I just had it here. I'm sure it's somewhere right close by. I just can't see it offhand. But so the way this is going to work, if you guys not sure about crushers, oh, here it is. So here's the stripping. I'm assuming it just goes right around here. Again, to give it like a tighter seal. Then got the angle grinder. Got to take the plate off, but then it just goes right in here. It'll just sit right in here. We'll screw that in, and then we'll try it out. But so far so good. Alright, let me pause it right here, put it all together, and then let's go test it out. For the testing, I'll take this outside, set this up, and I'll get some video from my phone, and then we'll come back and see my final thoughts on this. And then we'll have the video for Brian's material, because I have that somewhere around here too. I think that will be a good test. The hard rock mining material. It's going to be awesome. Alright, stay tuned everybody. And welcome back. So took a little bit of time. I still got my mess all right here. I figured out how to use the mighty mill, and it worked out pretty good, I believe. So let me just check this here. Sorry, just got to pop up to upgrade OBS, so let's do that later. So here we have the whole setup. Reason I left everything out was so you could see what was included. I bought this extra. It's for mounting little 1-inch screws or bolts that could mount right to the bottom of the mighty mill itself. The reason we're gonna need to do this is because of the angle grinder. It kind of pulls it back. So if you look at it, it just likes to fall. So, and when grinding, you don't want it to fall, you know? So you kind of want it to stay up perfectly straight like this. This is an exaggeration because the tube right here also will actually, it won't let it sit up straight, but if we put it at the edge, it still wants to fall back. The grinder, and this is without the battery. With the battery, it's, I mean, even heavier. So it's good to have. Definitely review the instructions before doing anything with this one. It is very helpful. It has very good information. And now, the review in itself. So, highly recommend variable speed angle grinder for this. Reason being, I contacted the seller before buying this and asked them, what's a good rating, what's a good power, so I get the right angle grinder, because you can get a cheap one that's all single speed, 10,000 RPM, and you just go crazy all day. But he did tell me that the spindle in the back here was rated at 5,800 RPM. So with this one being up to 10,000, I calculated that I should not use more than the level 3 setting out of the 6 on here, just to be on the safe side. So at level 3, it does still a good job. If you bring it says, in the manual, it says start at 1. At this point, I tried it at 1. It's good. It crushes up the rock. It takes a while though. 2's better. 3's probably, of course, the best. It definitely goes a lot faster. But honestly, 2 would probably do you just fine. Also probably conserve some battery to make that last longer. Now the tube right here that gets, that everything shoots out of, came with 2 different screens. At first, I used the smaller of the 2 screens. I figured out that was too small. It was kind of getting clogged up inside, so not everything was shooting out. I switched to the slightly bigger screen, and everything started shooting out. And as I increased the speed on the angle grinder, it just came out a lot more. So that was pretty awesome. I think at first I made the mistake also. Right here, see where the handle is? In these brackets, it was sitting about maybe a 1/4 inch, maybe not even that, above the angle grinder. So I moved the angle grinder just so I could put this back in the handle, which the handle hooks into the bracket, and that's what keeps the angle grinder in place, connected to the bracket. And then you could also hold it if you need to, whatever the case may be. But when I did that at first, it wasn't quite even. So when the angle grinder got moved up, or the bracket down, it pulled the angle grinder to make it at an angle, which in turn made the inside rub against itself, against the metal on metal, and then stopped the angle grinder, so it wouldn't spin. So what I did was I used some of the washers that were included in the package, or the Mighty Mill. I extended the angle grinder down, extending the bracket down, so that way when this bracket got up to the angle grinder, it was perfectly flush and I could get the handle in no problem. I didn't have to force it, didn't have to maneuver it, didn't have to make it weird. Angle grinder sitting perfectly level on this side. The thing I might do is when I mount this, I will probably mount it to a piece of board. I think I have some, 1x4 somewhere around here. I mount it and then build a little platform so this could sit on there. So that way everything's flush on the bottom. It doesn't go back, stays where it needs to be, and it'll be slightly elevated. So that way I could put a catch pan underneath it, and it could be at a flat surface. The Mighty Mill itself was $375 on eBay. The little spout with the screens was $55. Everything is all custom fabricated, and I like this one because I could just attach the bucket right here, like a 5-gallon bucket or 1-gallon bucket, and it just hangs off and then spits stuff out. So that's kind of convenient. This is actually one of the cheapest ones that I found anywhere, because the next one up is about $500, and it's the Cobra. Looked like a basic one. I did find one that comes from Russia, and I've looked into it because it was about $125 less. The seller did not respond. I don't think they're making them any right now. They haven't been for a little while now, because I did this. I think I reached out to them maybe like 6 months ago, and they still haven't responded. So I just gave up. I was looking at the Mighty Mill. I was trying to get some information on all of them. Seller really came through. This is a great product. I love that this has a lid, so you can just put right here, lid, put it down here, so you can just take it, pop some rocks in, and go. The rocks in itself, it's recommended not to be more than 1 inch. That way they just feed right down into it, and don't get stuck. The lid is definitely very needed because rocks do shoot back up, and you can definitely hear it. Only took a few minutes to grind down my material. And to power it, this angle grinder is a Rida, R-I-D-A. I got it on Amazon. I'll post the links in the description below as well. But this is a variable speed angle grinder, portable, of course. It cost $100, and then plus taxes, I think it was like 110, 115, not too much. So this whole unit would, probably cost me a little over $500. In itself, it's still one of the cheapest ones you're going to get on the market. This is the material that we ran. It's just Indiana hard rock mining. As we know, it was nothing but hard rocks. You look at it now, it's pretty much dust. It's grounded up really fine. This thing, it worked really well. And once I got it figured out and tuned the way I needed to, it took a couple minutes. And I did use it at a 3 level. That way it made everything go a little bit faster. I want to say to do this one at this level, probably 5 or 6 minutes. I mean, you could go even faster with this because you could go up to 6 and really make the machine go. But you can only do this in little spurts because, again, the spindle's not rated to go up to 10,000 RPM. So that's why I'm gonna do no more than 3. You could, I'm just gonna stick with 3. 3, the halfway mark. I wouldn't push it any more than that. Even 2 is probably going to be even better, just when I'm out in the field, just to conserve battery without having to go out and buy another battery, because the batteries alone like $50. Alright, so that overall for this machine, Mighty Mill, I like it. There's no issues. I worked out what I needed to work out. I think it was more user error, but that's the trial and error of it. You play with it, practice it, and then you get the final product at the end. And so next, stay tuned for this Paydirt. Let's go and see if we find any gold in these hard rock. Alright, thank you everybody for joining. Thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber yet, please go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell ding notification. And to see more content in the future. Again. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show you this. Nice little tool that could be used for multiple things, specifically made for these, for the wing nuts. That way you could really get a good tighten, and then I'm sure I could find other uses for this itself. Hell, let's see, it could even be a bottle opener right here, and it's going right in the bag. And then, of course, my tools. I'm going to keep it all in the bag, so I keep it all together, know where it's at. Again, thank you everybody for watching, and see you on the next one.